Hello, world. Welcome, everyone. My name is Mercy from CheckouttheRileys. I have a side channel, F Filipina with Attitude, FWA. So, anyway, uh, we have a guest for today, very interesting lady. So, she's a Filipina. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce Didi. Hello, Didi.
Hello, Ate Mercy.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you today?
I'm good. It's already 8 o'clock in the evening here.
And it's 9 o'clock here, 9:16 in the morning. So as you can see, we are in a different place.
Yeah, different sides of the globe.
Right. So Didi is from the Philippines, and now she lives where, Didi? Where do you live
I'm
right
currently
now?
here in Manhattan, but not in New York, Kansas.
As you can see, we're very much related. First in the headphone, look.
Runs in the
Only
blood. Pink.
pink. Yeah. Yeah. Filipinos are never on time. What? This is the best we can do. Come on, Papay. Hello,
Yeah.
Papay. Yes. We are never on time.
No, we
Exactly.
are on time. Filipino time.
That's our version, right?
Yes,
That's our version of on time.
correct.
You're in the
Mm,
Philippines, but she's Filipina, so she have all the right to be late as well.
true.
Yes. How is Manhattan treating you, Didi?
Manhattan is very nice. It's very kind to me so far.
All right. And how is your married life? Hello, the
Happy.
hamsters. Happy.
Happy.
Don't blink. Whatever you do, don't blink.
Yeah.
Happy.
Happy. Fingers crossed.
You've been married for how long, Didi?
We've been married since 2019, 3 years.
Wow. Hello, the hamster. Say hi to the hamster.
Hi, hamsters.
Yes.
Good more
Uh,
night.
good more night. Is that what you call it? Good more night.
Yes.
Okay. As a Filipina living there for more than a year, did you get adjusted in their culture there?
Well, since I have been working in the call center industry since 2007, I think, I believe I've been immersed in the American culture, and I am very flexible. I lived in different kinds of places. I lived in Dubai for 3 years, 3 years and a half, and then when I moved here, the um, the only thing that was difficult is that I don't have anybody. I don't have any family members. I am technically alone. So that's the hardest part when I
Technically.
got here. Yes.
Yeah, compared to the Philippines, your neighbor, you can talk to your neighbor, right? When you get
Yes.
bored, you can talk to your neighbor. You can go without what do you call that? RSVP? Like you
Yeah, you
can
don't need to be invited to their house. You can just like
knock,
pop.
knock, knock. Do you have any meal?
Yeah. And then also in
Yeah,
Dubai, there's a lot of Filipinos. It's like a Filipino community away from the Philippines and just, grew in Dubai. But here, it's a place where only 1% of Filipinos live.
what? All right. Do they call you like, are you, like, if Mexican people or Asian people, do they like talk to you in their
No,
language?
The funny thing is, if I don't say my last name, they will not know that I am either a Mexican or somewhere in the Philippines. They think that I am a black person or African American.
What? Really?
Yes, because I am not the usual color of the Philippine. I'm darker than the usual Philippine.
Interesting. Now I get to call Mexican or yeah, and you know,
Yeah,
Myanmar to Asian. Maybe because
very
of the
close, very
color.
close. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. How about the food? Did you get adjusted? In Dubai, they have different, cuisine, right? And
Yep.
so did you get adjusted to the food? Hello, Ken. Brett, hello.
Well, not really, because in the Philippines we have McDonald's, we have Burger King, but those are like for snack. So the thing that I it was weird for me is because they will eat burger for dinner or pizza for dinner, and for me it's like pizza, I only eat pizza when it's payday, or spaghetti when there's birthday. Where's the rice?
Domino's. Have you tried
Oh
Domino's?
yeah, yeah. My mother-in-law lives near a Domino store, so it's up the hill.
That's cool. So, uh, s- you missed, of course, I know you have rice cooker in the house, right? Like that's
Yes,
definitely not,
I can't live
it's,
without. The only thing I can't
yeah,
live without.
rice.
Rice cooker. Yes.
Right. Are you one of those Filipinas that buy, what do you call that? Like 50 kilos of rice? And you can go to the
Um,
store and
that's a little difficult to find here. When you say a bag
no
of rice
Asian
in the
store there?
Philippines, there is, but it's expensive. So it is. So when you say a bag of rice in the Philippines, it's the 50 kg. When you say bag of rice here, it's like this.
It's not a bag.
That's the bag.
Yeah. I will be happy to get 25 kilos. Yeah, right. I
Yeah.
think usually in Asian stores there's 25 kilos of rice that like, oh wow, we're getting the treasure out of the Asian store.
Yeah.
Okay, the Abster said you lived in Dubai, plenty of Filipino restaurants there, especially in Diera. It's like a little Manila.
Little
Have you been
Manila,
there?
yes, where you can buy the baboy. That's where we go when we buy baboy.
That's cool. Is there any Asian store in Manhattan?
There is two. There is the Mama Fangs, but it's owned by a Korean family, and there's another Korean store, but it's mostly Korean, Japanese.
All right. What can the newlywed, people got married, a Filipino American couple. Do you have any like an advice for them to, hey, you get to deal with this and that, any advice for a newlywed couple, Filipino American couple?
Sure. The secret is you have to maintain friendship. You have to sometimes we forget that this is a different person. We think about, oh, he needs to understand me, he needs to take care of me, he needs to. You also have to look at the other person's needs, make sure that you compensate whatever he shows you. So when he treats you well, you treat him 10 times
Double.
more.
Oh. 10 times. Wow, that's powerful. 10, not double, huh?
Yeah, not
10 times.
double. Because if he treats you like a queen, he deserves to be treated like a king as
King.
well.
That's true. That's so true. Yeah. All right. So David and Mercy also is an American Filipino couple. Yes, it's a good advice. So if a guy nag at you, you treat you double it or 10 times nagging.
Well, you have to understand why he is nagging. There is always a reason for a person doing something to you. So if he is nagging, it means you are lacking or slacking.
Yeah, so you have to solve the problem when you find
Yes.
out, right? You
Assess
find out
yourself
what's
what's
the
going
cause.
on. Why is he yelling at me? What did I miss?
Yes. That's a very good advice, Didi. How about adjustment to the new world, Here in the Philippines is very much different to the US, right? So any
Um,
advice for the new, just got there, just, try to live with the husband.
yeah, if you came here and you didn't get the chance to spend time with your other half, you have to take time and learn about each other. You have to take time and understand the moods of your husband, especially that they are a different nationality. They have different traditions, they have different traits. And if, like me, I've already spent time with him, not very long time, but every year he make it to a point that we are able to spend time together at least a week or two, or 2 weeks to a month. Arriving here in the US, the only thing that was very difficult for me was the weather, because I got here in January.
It's winter, huh?
Yes, it's winter and it's my first winter.
Wow.
Yes.
You like it at first, right? By the window, looking at the window.
Oh, yes, yes. I was so excited. Here in Kansas, we don't really get a lot of snow, and it is really late in the year. It usually snows around late January, February. So it's not really that much. The first time I saw white, I was like a kid. I just
Yeah.
transformed to like a little, I want to go out. But I was so too embarrassed that
How,
people will
how,
look at
how
me.
long did it last? How long did it last? Like, did you've been a child for an hour and then go back to
No, like 30
reality?
seconds.
You feel the coldness.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Go back inside.
I seen other Filipinas when they come, it's their first time. They were wearing like a t-shirt just to take a picture, right? Like, oh yeah, give me a picture. Yeah, yeah. You don't
No,
feel your fingers anymore, huh?
correct. That's true.
It's gonna be winter pretty soon there, right? What's
Yes.
what's the weather? I mean, the temperature.
It's not as cold yet. It's just started to fall. The leaves started falling already. Most of my trees outside are bare now. We don't have leaves anymore. But it doesn't really get that cold here. The weather in Kansas is crazy. I call it bipolar, because a minute it's cold, the next minute it's hot. Next thing you know, it's windy, it's raining, it's snowing the next 30
That's a
minutes.
bipolar weather, huh?
It is a bipolar place. So, yeah, it's crazy here in Kansas.
What is your favorite season, Didi?
I guess that's gonna be summer,
Summer?
of course.
Feels like it's
Summer.
Philippines if it's summer, right?
Yeah. But summer
Brett's a-
here is different in the Philippines. In the Philippines, it's not um humid. It's not humid in the Philippines. Here, the humidity sometimes gets high as 100. 102. So it's really sticky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brett's been, I think, you live in Dubai, Didi?
Yes, sir, I did.
But not right now, right? You are
No, no.
in,
I'm in Kansas right now.
right, Kansas. Wait, we might come back there in Ohio around January. I know it's good to be cold there. The Hapsters, a Filipino-American couple as well.
Are they
Yes,
in the
and
Philippines?
no, they're in Hawaii.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah. So in Hawaii, I don't think there's winter there, so they
Yeah,
had to go another town to experience the excitement of winter. Like
yeah.
for a second,
It's good
like
in the
okay, come
picture.
on.
It's good. It's good
Yeah,
for Instagram, but going outside, no, no. Thank you.
yeah. My husband likes fall. That's their favorite. Also the Hapsters,
Yeah, because it's not that cold. It's not that hot anymore. But for me, it's still too cold.
the fall,
Yeah, it's cold for me.
right? He said, Mercy, there's no up on the summit here in Hawaii, Big Island, and Maui
Oh,
around the
Maui.
volcano. Wow, interesting. Okay, so it's, if you get to choose, Didi, who do you, who do you like, um, America? Maybe like, hey, which one do you still like best? America or Philippines?
Philippines, we are going home soon in the Philippines for good. It is nice to live here if you're working and spending your money in the Philippines. But if you're living here, spending your money here, um, yeah, it's really expensive for me. I'm Ilocana, so I am very stingy. When we go to the supermarket, usually we
But
cannot, yeah, we have to
cannot.
wait for the sale.
Yeah. Pretty soon, right? You're coming and you live here with your husband.
Yes, yes, we're planning to go home hopefully in the next 2 to 3 years. We're planning to build a house there and spend time with the family. And if the children wants to live here in America, they can go because they will have their own visas already by then.
You said that's true number one stingy. The Hapsters, Ilocano Gayem.
When
Yeah,
Ate
they are
Jinjin, do you
known.
know how to speak Ilocano?
No, Madi. I don't know. They can sell me right away yeah. Well, if there's a reunion,
Mm.
Kuya Jerry laugh at me. Like, yeah, Jinjin, that's my nickname. Say, oh, let's tease. Yeah, I get to be laughed because I'm the only one, I think, the only one that doesn't know how to
Speak
speak
Ilocano.
Ilocano.
Oh.
Yeah. I think I know a little, right? Like, oh, Jay taught me, no ag sa uwak, maawatanak. Ah.
Jakmawatan.
And yeah, a little of Ilocano only. Yeah. Didn't learn the language. But maybe if I get to live there, right? Do you have like a town to, I mean, planning to live, Didi? Like, do you like, I mean, your family lives in Sultan Kudarat, right? But
Yeah.
do you also plan to live there and find a
Yes,
land to
I
live?
actually I'm paying for a land in Sultan Kudarat in San Manuel.
Mm.
We also have family. Mommy's family is in Nueva Ecija, so that is why I was able to learn Ilocano because
In
when
Nueva
mommy is
Ecija?
angry at me, she uses Ilocano to scold the children. So I have to learn the language so she cannot scold me anymore. So I understand what she's saying when she's scolding the children. I can understand what she's saying.
I don't know about, the foreigners here. I think some foreigners would rather not understand the language, right? Than to get,
But it's also
like,
funny if, you pretend you don't know, but
mm-hmm,
you can
you
understand and they talk,
understand.
you talk behind your back or talk something about you and you're just like, yeah, I know what you said. Sorry.
Yeah, there's advantage and disadvantage of, the language, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think I like to learn the language, but I think it's too late to learn, right?
Well,
Too
if
late to
you
learn.
immerse yourself, kind of like you learning English when you live in a place that speaks English, only English, you'll eventually copy not only the language, but also how they talk, how they sound. So if you live in Tuwal, where our cousins are, and let them speak Ilocano all day long, eventually you will learn without
Yeah.
really, learning
It's
it.
the influence, right? The
Yes.
environment. All right. The Hapster, thank you. Before my premiere. All right. Yeah, she have a premiere, everyone. So we will go there soon. The Hapsters. We're gonna check out. Yes. Well, what do you miss about the Philippines?
Everything, the beach. I was just talking to my husband yesterday. We were watching something on TV and it was like the beach. And I was like, oh, it's been a while since I've been to the beach. It's been a while. We only have pools here, public pools, and that's it.
Oh man, that sucks.
That's big time.
Yeah, Indiana too. You can hardly see a mountain in Indiana. Like
Wow.
when I came back here, I said, "Whoa!" those mountains, like yeah, 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 and
Yeah,
eat
too
lots
bad.
of
Too bad when I
fish.
got here, you're not here anymore.
Yeah, yeah. Are we that close? I mean, I'm Indiana. I've been to
Um,
Atlanta and
that's in
yeah,
Georgia.
Ohio.
Yeah. Well, a
Yeah,
bit
yeah.
far, I guess. We're in the like the middle of the US.
Well, the good thing there is if you give me your address, I can go straight to your house.
Yeah. Yeah. We have
Right?
extra
Save
room. I live in a
time.
trailer, but I still have extra room for you. Don't worry.
Oh man, I can survive in the floor. Just give me a blanket and stuff. Yeah. We are trained to, OFW trained to sleep on the
Survive.
floor, right?
Yeah.
Survive. Yeah. That's what's learning. I think it's we learn something when we go out. It's life is different, and uh
We
you have
adapt
to
actually.
adjust.
We easily adapt to the environment. Filipinos are very good in adapting.
It's true. Yes, yes. That's why I think it's impossible. Like if a Filipino thinks that I mean scared is scared to go out, then might as well just stop. Don't go
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
But if you're like, hey, I got this, I can do it. Yeah, go. You can do it. Filipino help each other. I mean, when I went to Thailand, I
Mm,
just talked to a Filipina, a stranger Filipina, to help me out, and I lived there for 2 weeks. Yeah,
nice.
like a stranger.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
true.
yeah. And we had to pay it forward, right? Like if somebody helped us, pay it forward to another strangers.
Correct.
Hope the
Yeah, give
stranger's
back.
not crazy.
Yeah, you have to give back because you were blessed. You have to bless others as well.
That's true. That's true. All right. Okay. So Scott. is saying, my physical therapist was a Filipino guy. He was awesome. I really appreciated working with him. We're glad to hear. I hope there's nobody would make a comment say, "Ah, yeah, Filipino scammer."
Well,
I think we'd
Filipinos have
like to
very
hear
good
that.
work ethics. We um we can match with other nationalities. We can compete with other nationalities because we have very good work ethics. Actually, in Dubai, the reason why Filipinos have a lot of well, instead of like giving them one specific job, they give them all. So like they're all around and they get paid less because Filipinos will be like when the boss asks the Filipino, "Can you do this?" "Yes." "Can you do this?" "Yes." "Can you do this?" "Yes." So why should I hire two different people when you can all do everything?
That's not good. That's the disadvantage.
That's the disadvantage of it. But yeah, we are very hard workers,
But
and if we can do it, we will say yes.
yeah, Filipinos also they just quit and you lose a good worker, right? Like,
Correct.
okay, I quit.
Correct.
I'm not valued in this company. I might as well just go to another company and be treated right. If it's not, go to another company, right? That's sometimes not good to be too nice, right? Or
Yeah. Yeah.
you don't get paid more, or you get paid less. What is one of your favorite culture of a Filipino?
Um well, that's our culture, right? So I
The
guess
Filipina, the
respectful.
good ethics, respectful.
Respectful is number one. Since I've been here for more than a year, I have seen children, I have seen people who are not as respectful. I'm not gonna say the opposite word, but not as respectful as we are in the Philippines, where we really look up to the elderly. We let them speak, we don't talk back, something like that.
We'd
So,
never talk back. I mean,
and we teach
oh,
our children not to talk back.
yeah, you get to be slapped.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like what just happened?
And discipline. Yeah, it is important. It's not to hurt the kid or
That's
to prevent him from doing stuff, but you have to give him a limit on doing stuff, like too much of computer games, too much playing, too much running around, too much yelling. So too much is never good.
not good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we teach our children
Yeah.
to be respectful as well. Yeah, I think that's would it be the the one that it's your favorite, right? Or
That
because
is my
it's
favorite trait of the Filipino
respectful.
people that I haven't seen in other nationalities. Not just here, but in other places as well.
Yeah. I remember, in American culture, you can talk to your parents, like you can correct them, right? You can correct them like, oh, no, it's not true, like that. But in here in the Philippines, you can't do that, or you get slapped.
Yeah. And here they call their in laws with their first name. I don't call my in law with her first name, I call her mom.
That's
So,
nice.
yeah, it was a little awkward at first because they're not used to it. But I told her, for me, it is very disrespectful to call you with your first name. I'm not used to that. So you have to get used to me
Get used to it.
calling you mom. Yeah,
Yes, I noticed people from the Philippines have a strong sense of family. I think that is positive.
that is true.
As yeah, as I said, there's also negative in there. I mean,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah, they're too attached, and too attached is not good sometimes.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
being too detached is bad as well because when you go here, when they leave the house it's not the same as in the Philippines. When you leave the house, you can just go back, go to your mom's fridge, eat, sleep, do whatever you want in her house, like stay for
Yeah.
as long as you want. Here, no, when they leave, they start working. They started earning for themselves. They build their own family. And eventually,
Right.
family gatherings became scarce already. You don't have time to go. And then when your mother gets old, you just send her to the nursing home because you cannot take care of her anymore because you're far away somewhere
You're working.
working. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the good thing. Filipino take care of their parents. One of the kids should take care of the parents, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's either you contribute.
Yeah. If you have the money, pay for someone. If you don't have the money, you are the someone.
Hello, single mom Giselle. Uh-oh. Hello, Giselle. Yeah. So your one thing that you miss here is the beach, right? The
Yes.
beach. Hello, Mercury. We'll say hi to people in the comment section. Hello, everyone. By the way, her name is Dee Dee. She's married to an American. So we're talking about her experience. That is not true of all Americans. Yes, there's
Yeah.
always exemption to the
Of
rules,
course,
right?
not all fingers are the same. I'm not saying it's all of them, but mostly the working class, when they're working, they have to leave the state, they have to move in a different state, they have their own family, and eventually the parents are alone. It's not like in the Philippines that um, you already have your family but you still live with your parents, and the grandchildren and then the cousins and all, they all live in the same place.
Yeah, yeah. There's an exemption to that. I know uh, two two people that take care of their an American guy that takes care of their parents as well. So
That's good.
they
Yeah.
are the exemption of the rules. Okay, but mostly, right? The McEastland, hello. Yes, the McEastland is also a Filipino American couple. So they're undergoing to the LDR journey.
Oh,
Yeah, visa journey. Yeah.
good luck,
But
guys.
yes, yes. Oh, single mom. I got here in the hospital for vaccination of anti the dog of my friend bite me yesterday. Oh, I'm
Oh
sorry to hear that.
no,
All right. Papa said my parents lived with me and I took care of them to the end.
they're
See, you're
lucky,
one
they're
of
lucky. Yeah.
their exemption to the rules.
Yeah,
I mean,
they are lucky
yeah,
parents. Good job.
right. Yeah. It's like rare species, right? They're rare species.
Well, there are some that really, well, like Brandon, my husband, before I got here, he lives with his mom, so they live together. But eventually we have to move out. I guess that's like their culture, that they are really independent people. um there are parents that are very lucky that they have children that take care of them. My mother-in-law takes care of her mom when she was alive, but she cannot live with her because she's in a wheelchair, so she has to like change the house to be for her to be able to like roll around in the house or like hold on to something like the bathrooms and all. So she has to stay in the nursing home. So the only time that she can visit is around, I'm not sure, twice a week, one or two times a week. So in the Philippines, we don't have nursing homes.
Yeah, we don't. That's
Yeah.
like you have to take care of
Yes.
us. Okay, so Mercury says take care of the parents is important, yes, but support the whole family. we need to find our own way and many becomes dependent and use talaga.
Mm-mm.
That's correct, very much correct. That's why I said too much of anything is not
Is
good,
that
right?
correct?
To be, it has to balance. Like you had to know the limit. Usually, Filipinas that lives outside the country had to provide for the family, right?
Mm.
Like, yeah, it's in our what you call that, like we were programmed. It's understood. Don't need to tell them. I mean, that's how it is, right?
Yes.
That you
It's
have
our
to take care.
mentality that yes.
Crab mentality, yes. So it's not good. We totally agree with you, Mercury, that it not for everybody. Maybe parents, yes, but not the whole family, brothers and sisters. But also, if you have lots of money, why, right? Why not, right? But if you're also surviving,
Yes.
live,
I
yeah,
mean, you
an
can give from
average,
time to time if they do ask if they are in need. You can
it's
give
a
from time
gift,
to time.
yeah.
I do not. You don't limit yourself to helping people. But if it's like constantly asking and being dependent on you, that's a bad thing as well.
Yes, Nai and Tai are always the first. Yes, yes, yes. Honor your mother and father, right?
Correct.
Yes. When you go back to the Philippines, I bet you a balut you will miss America.
I might. I'm not saying no. I like going places. I love traveling. We've been places, and America is nice. It is really nice. I have been to Las Vegas. I've been to Colorado. I've been to Nebraska, and everything is nice. It is, but living here, paying with dollars, paying rent, paying mortgage, paying bills, that definitely I will not miss.
I agree. If hospital or emergency, it is good to help family.
Yeah.
Yes, true. Yeah. You will trust me, I've seen it firsthand. Okay. Yes. Hello, everyone in the comment section. Hello. We have 11 viewers in the house.
Hello, hello.
Hello. So we are talking about, culture, what does she likes. No matter where, there is a never replacement for home. Or
Correct.
one always has a soft spot for that, I believe. It's
That's why they
true.
say there's no place like home.
Right, right, right. Yeah. I think the good thing, I mean, in America, you can get, work and have money.
Yeah,
And you're right, spend it here in the Philippines will be, like, can
yeah.
go to places, go to Boracay,
Yeah, at a
other
really,
places.
really cheap price. Like comparing
Yeah.
to your vacation, the money you spend on vacation here and the money you spend on vacation there. Because Brandon, the first time we met, he went to the Philippines. So we went to Cebu and he was like, this is how much I spent here. And when we go to Costa Rica or we went to Las Vegas, that's how much we spent there for like more over there in the Philippines than the one we spent over here in America.
It's true. Have you been to Thailand, Didi?
Not yet, not yet. I haven't been to
Oh man,
Thailand.
you
I've been to
love it.
Singapore. I've been to Hong Kong. I've been to
Yeah.
Malaysia, but never Thailand. Not yet.
Um, you
Hopefully
will love it.
soon.
I mean, yeah, you'll love it. The cost of living there is so low.
I
Can go to
know.
oh man, the price is so man.
And the beaches
I
there are
miss
great too
oh
as well.
yeah, yeah. All right. We had two honeymoon on Boracay. Beautiful time. Two honeymoon.
I have never been to Boracay yet, ate.
Yeah, me too.
No, never been to Boracay yet. I've
Me
been
too.
to
I've been to
yeah,
Iloilo. It's very close.
yeah, I've been to Iloilo, but never been to Boracay.
Yeah.
Hopefully, when we get home.
So Popeye did live here. When you go back, you will have the brownouts, the strike, noise, water shut off, poor internet.
Yeah, you have to tell that to my husband. I lived in the Philippines all my life. I'm sure I'm used to it. But my
Yeah.
husband,
I
he'll
think you get
definitely
to
have a
adjust.
problem.
I think you get to adjust for a week or so, like
Yeah, yeah.
go
He'll
back.
eventually, cuss at me. Why did we go here?
Yeah, that's true. Especially the brownout for the whole day. Imagine that, right?
We'll just buy what do you call that? The one at the back of mommy's house, a generator or
Oh, there. That's
solar
perfect.
panels to
Oh,
avoid
yeah.
generator, avoid
But the
brownouts,
loudness,
avoid brownouts.
yeah, to avoid brownout. Here in my area, last night, 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock,
Brownout.
blackout. Yeah, brownout for 2 hours. Of course, you get. But I think I live here too long that I didn't feel. I just woke up for a second. I said, "Oh, okay, go
Okay,
back to
go back
sleep."
to sleep.
But if Bam is here, Bill is here, like, oh,
Yeah,
all the
problem.
cussing, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Americans.
I'm anticipating that when we come home.
Oh man, I don't get stressed out to the dogs, to the brownout, to anything. I
The
get stressed out
rooster.
when my husband, yeah, my husband talk blah 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 blah. Oh, yes. Iloilo is where I live with my former wife. Beautiful place. Toured the whole island many times. Antique was awesome.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. I get to Iloilo because my father-in-law married a Filipina, and you will have other Filipinos looking at your jackpot aka husband. That's a trophy husband. Come on, Papay.
Oh yeah.
Right? Hello, everyone, Travel Squad. We have 15 people in the house.
Yay.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. What stress out? What stress out with me? Shh, he's here. I forgot. Oops. Yeah. Those are the times. Chismis stress me out.
mm,
One thing
Marites.
I experienced here, uh, when you go out, you wear uh, different type. We always wear pants, right? We always wear pants. So of course, I have different clothes. So people be like talking like, sha sha
Yeah.
sha sha sha. I don't care. I mean, I like what I wear, right? Travel. Yeah. So but since my husband's not here anymore, I'm among I'm the common people now. I don't get to look at that I own somebody money. You get stared at like, oh man, try to recall like, oh, did I? Hey, I'm a trophy. I must be a participant trophy. Yes. That's true, right? Americans, when you come here, especially down the south here, not a lot of
Yes. There's
foreigners
not a lot
here.
of
They get,
foreigners there.
and in U.S. Embassy, it says that they warned foreigners to not come here. You're gonna have get letters pretty soon, before coming here, right? Yeah. The I remember those Philippine nights falling asleep to the vendor outside yelling, "Balot!"
Yeah, I miss balut. It's very expensive. I have to order it from California because we don't. I think we do, but I'm not sure if they're selling the balut that you know I'm used to eating. So I have to. There's a lot of things that I miss from the Philippines that I can get from here.
What advice to the Filipinas that about to go and live in the US? Do you have any advice like before you come here, make sure you do this and that and like those kind of
You have to have an open heart. You are going to a different country. You're gonna be surrounded with different people not speaking your language, so you have to have an open heart. You cannot close yourself like, oh, I'm a Filipina. No, immerse
I don't do
yourself,
this, I
give
don't
yourself
do.
a chance to know the place, go around places. I was blessed that when I got here after a month, I was able to work. So I was already out working and meeting a lot of people because I was in a drive-through testing center. So I meet a lot of people every day, and I'm working with different kinds of people with different kinds of backgrounds, speaking in English every day for 8 hours. That was very difficult, but I took that opportunity to learn the place that I'm living, where is what part of this town, where do you go if you want to like eat out, or where do you want to go if you want to drink, where do you want to go if you want to see mountains, that kind of stuff. So you always have to give yourself a chance to know new things, allow yourself to enjoy new things,
Not close door,
experience.
don't close.
Yes, don't close your door, don't be afraid. You started it, you wanted it.
You
Yeah.
married a foreigner.
You
Yeah.
married a
Like,
foreigner,
come
you
on,
went
da.
through all those hoops, you went through all those holes, you went to different
Yeah.
kinds of processes just to get here. So
Yeah.
be brave.
Be brave. And one of the thing is driving, right?
I'm not driving yet out there. I failed the
That's
first
okay.
time.
That's all
Yeah.
right. Just keep trying. It's
I drive my husband crazy.
yeah. Did they taught you how to drive?
Yeah, we're doing practice driving, but not consistent. Sometimes if I'm feeling okay, we'll go driving, but I drive him crazy.
I think it happens to all couples. Don't worry. It's so normal.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's so normal. All right. Wait a minute. I don't know if I'm missing a question here. Ra. All right. Okay, everyone who just came in, this is Dee. She's a Filipina and married to an American. So we ask her, different questions about her experience in the US, the difference now, how her way of thinking now, and if she have any advice to you, ladies. Yeah. How about the husband, the foreigner husband? Do you have any advice to them, those married couples that married a Filipina?
How to adjust to a Filipino wife?
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
you have to work really hard if you have a Filipina wife. A Filipina wife is really simple. You just have to listen, and well, not all women are the same, not all fingers are the same. So but mostly you have to listen to them when they say something. They don't usually say what they mean, but you have to put on that what do you call that, ate? Third sense.
Oh,
Six cents,
wow.
six cents,
So the
six
hus
cents, 6 cents. When she's like quiet, really quiet, you have to ask her, "How
you
are
like
you?"
this,
Yes, you like
not
this, you know.
treating you right, there's no breakfast coming.
Yeah. And you
There's
don't
something
really
wrong.
have to um ask her to do something because we Filipinas, we are trained to do chores. We are trained to work in a household, but you have to be a little sweet. We like that. Well, most women do. I mean, yeah, and give time. You always have to give time. You have to um remember dates.
Oh yeah, the husband forgets that, right?
Yeah. My
But
husband is
you
really
know,
smart because
yeah.
my birthday is in August 19 and we
Mhm.
got married the same day. So
Oh, good. That's good.
he will not be able to miss it. Not unless he
Ah,
forgets both.
yes, yes. Filipina driving for the first time now, that's entertainment. Are you tall enough to see over the steering wheels?
Yes,
What?
I'm not that short.
We're not
Shorter.
too short.
Yeah, we can see, of course. But I have
Yeah.
to pull but I have to
You're
yeah, I have to pull the chair forward all the time.
Make it closer.
Yeah, like this.
And it's the
Like this,
wheels.
ate. True, true.
Can't wait to drive 10-wheeler truck. I have my heels on like this. Hi.
Yeah.
Just
Struggle
step
is
on that brake.
real. Short girl problems.
Yes. Yes, yes. But we can climb, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Sure we can.
We can climb. It's not that hard. Many of the Pinay here got divorced fast because of the culture shock and dedication to family. I think, those kind of problem is maybe they didn't hear them, each other. Like each other have weaknesses and they didn't listen to the wife. The husband didn't listen to the wife. Wife is too close inside the box, like, oh,
Some
yeah.
Filipinas kasi ate, they have that saying that when you're married to to a Filipina, you're also married to the whole family, to the whole clan.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they said as well.
I
Yeah.
make sure, for me and my husband, we don't really argue about, my family because I make sure that expenses that I am spending for my family is separate to ours.
Right. Nope.
I contribute to the bills um, and spend on my family. I don't ask him to spend everything for my children. No, you have to keep a balance. If one of the partners is dependent to the other one and just
Very
ask him
dependent.
for
Yeah.
everything, that is really bad. So you have to make sure that everything is balanced. You understand that he cannot give money to your family. You have to understand, you have to work for it if you want to provide and if you want to give the not just your immediate family members but your extended family. You have to make sure that it is out of pocket, that you don't
It's true.
ask your
Yeah.
husband for, I need to send my auntie, I need to send my mom money. Well, if you need, why don't you work for it?
Right. Right.
He's not
Also,
responsible for them.
right. Also, the husband, before you get married here, they give you a pre-marriage counseling that majority to the Filipina, they give money to the parents or the family, right? So you as a couple had to agree with it as well, right?
Yeah,
Because if the husband close his mind not to give, or you say, I just give this certain amount, and try to, just as what you said, you had to work then, right?
yeah.
Go and work and Try
If he
to,
already gave you, for example, this month he gave you $500 for your parents. If your parents are dependent on you, for example, you have elderly parents and they are dependent on you, and your husband helped you this month, and they still need more, you have to work for it. You cannot ask him more for them because he is not responsible for them. He is responsible for you.
right, right. Yeah, the wife forget that yes, that's your family, but right now your family is your husband. I think that's
Correct.
the thing there, that one of the reason why couples, get divorced,
Yes.
Filipina, the culture shock, like they try to defend the family. Well, the truth is your family now is your husband,
Correct. And what is
and
the
there's just
intention
the
of you
secondary.
marrying an American? Some
That's
people
right.
would say, because me and my husband only have 3 years age gap. He's older than me 3 years. Some people have bigger age gaps. So,
Yes.
what's the purpose of you marrying an American? Is it because of the money? Is it because he can save you from poverty? Or is it because you want to live with him in America? You want to, explore the world and travel and be loved? To
Yeah.
experience love from someone who is not from the Philippines. Your intentions will reveal itself when it comes to money.
As time, yeah.
Yeah.
When time,
When time
the
is,
time will tell.
well, yeah, when time is hard, intentions will reveal itself. So why are you here? Why did you marry me?
Yeah, yeah. You're gonna you're gonna see a true Filipina, the true intention of a Filipina. That's what Bill and I were trying to help foreigners that would know the red flag at first. Like if does she ask money outright, like you're just girlfriend boyfriend, right? It's different when you're married and a girlfriend boyfriend, right? Did she ask when you guys online? I think that's kind of red flag there, right?
Yes,
Do
yes,
not ask those Filipinas that want to marry a foreigner. Please don't ask for money because as she said, time will tell. Time can only tell your intention of marrying a foreigner.
correct, correct.
I think we're hello, Gyro. Okay, when I went to the Philippines, there were several men traveling to Mindanao. I didn't go. I regret it now. Different culture, different religion next time. Yes, yes. Foreigners down here, the South, are like a celebrity, right?
Yes.
You get the third look. Imagine you got third look in America. No one gave you that look.
Third and
And as
fourth.
time And as time goes by, it'll be like, I think you owe people money. Like, oh, you didn't pay us. Your birthday is in August, so I will say prayer for your husband when I go to church Sunday.
Well, he's a cancer, so he's a silent killer.
Yes, it's a choice on both sides. Listen and set the boundaries before marriage. Yeah.
Correct.
Having children is the shock for sure. Right, right. Yes, Mindanao is so different. I put so,
It
emphasize the
is.
so different
It is. It is.
than Luzon. Yes. Yes. Wow, you are the first person to ever say you don't give money to the family. I think realize America is hard. Those people traveling to Philippines are not rich. You have to work in US. The first person to ever say you don't have to give money to the family. Well, she adapted other culture.
No, I mean,
FYI,
I give money to my family, but I work hard for it. I don't
yes,
ask
you
my
don't have
husband.
to. You
Yes.
don't have to.
You
I
don't
think
have
that's
to.
what.
It's
Right,
up to
right.
you if you want,
Yes,
but you
right.
don't obligate your partner
Yes,
or force him to give
right.
money I mean, if you commit to your parents that I will help you when I arrive in America, I will help you. You help them. Don't ask your husband, and if he can't give you, you will fight. No, that's
Yes,
not the
yes,
right
that's
thing to do.
another fight. Yeah,
If he
that's true.
gives you money to help your parents, then you're lucky, very good. If he cannot provide you with money for your parents, then you have to work hard for your money.
Yes, that's true. But if the husband said not to work, that's another thing too, right?
Yes, because it means that he is now responsible for your responsibility because he is not allowing you to
Exactly.
work.
Right, right. That's an exemption to the
Yes.
rules. Parents are first, but others no. They are not our responsibility. If be 30 or 40, they can't find for themselves. Kasalanan siya. Yes, that's true. It's a case to case basis,
Case to
right?
case basis. Yeah,
We're
case to
not
case
saying
basis.
all. Yeah, I would help my Filipino wife, but if we are struggling, how can we support divorce?
Oh no, see, I have
Yeah.
three children, and they're living with my mom. Sometimes they live with the father. And the only thing that I can provide, since I am not physically there, is to spend money for their needs, right? So with that, I don't obligate my husband. If I am short, if I need help, I would ask, but as much as I can, I would give whatever I worked hard for my children. I don't obligate him because in the first place I didn't come here in the US and married an American for him to support my children. I went here
Yes.
because I wanted to be married to an American, and he is a jackpot. You're correct, Ate. He's a jackpot. He's everything that I wanted. Everything that I dreamed of is an American. I can go to America. I can experience snow. I can experience earning dollars and stuff. But it is not because he will save me from poverty and he will pay for my children's needs. No.
Yeah. Always we go back to it depends on the couple's talk. What did
Correct.
you
Yes.
guys agree? Like if you agree, different situations, solve your problems together.
Yeah.
Hope you know not to end up in divorce because divorce
Correct.
is not.
Communication is always the
Yes.
key to success.
Right, right. Hello, Big Kevin. Yes, we send lots of boxes to family and friends. That's right. Balikbayan boxes are the, famous ones, right? Did you ever send a big box yet?
I'm not a fan of balikbayan boxes. I just send money. Just, buy. Or Shopee. Thank you, Shopee. Not sponsored.
Yes, yes. I like couponing there. That's one of
Yeah,
my
yeah.
favorite. Yeah, yeah. There is a balance. Both need to accept some of the cultures of each other's background. Right, right.
Yes.
Imagine same race, right? They also have problems. How
Mm-hmm.
much more with the culture, the culture, yeah, that's a different story. Yes. Hello, Kevin. Welcome, welcome. We're talking about your future wife here. I hope your future wife will watch this. All right. May I ask, why is it only the Pinay works hard for the family? Lalaki usually don't work hard and Pinay is used by family and kids. What do you think, Diane?
Um,
Didi?
what do you mean? My husband works hard, really hard. He also has a son, and we make sure that we contribute to the family, not to the family extended, but our family. We make sure that it's balanced. So um, he pays rent, I pay bills, We go shopping this week, I go shopping this, or he pays for the shopping this week, I go for shopping next week. So we make sure that, we put something, both of us, not just one person. But for my children, because my children is my children from the previous relationship, it's not his responsibility. He also gives, to the children, but I don't obligate him 100%. No, you don't have to. If you want to give, thank you. If not, it's fine. It's no hard feelings because I don't obligate you to do that.
How about, not on your end, I mean, your experience, what do you think, uh, it's only the Pinay works hard for the family? Like, generally speaking, why does this happen? Like, usually, the woman works hard than men. I
Because
think
if you are a mother, even if you're struggling, you will always be a mother. Money or no money, you will always be a mother. So if you can make things better for your children, you will do that without expecting another person to help you.
it's the
So that's why
instinct, it's the
women,
nature.
yeah, women really
It's
work harder because they are mothers and they have children who are depending on them.
yes, yes. They're programmed to be like that. Woman is
Exactly.
programmed to take care, multitasking. All right. True, you work for the money you send to your parents, but how will you contribute to the family you are trying to make? Balance, right? I
Balance.
think you
Yes.
answered this.
Yes. Money management. You have to make sure that you don't spend on um not the things that you don't need. The wants
Right,
can wait. The needs, you have to make sure that that is provided, saved on, and make sure that you have something for tomorrow.
right. Okay, you cannot work in USA, everyone works. It's like you had to work, right, in the US. I
Yeah.
would live in the Philippines, never in USA. It's economic responsibility.
Well, you still have to
Economic
work in the
responsibility.
Philippines, of course. Everywhere, anywhere you live, you really have to work if you want to not just survive, but I mean experience financial freedom. You really have to work. You cannot just say it's hard to. It is really harder to work here because the
But if
expenses
you have
here.
pocket money, right?
Yeah,
Like
if
if
you
you
have
have pocket,
extra,
yeah,
yeah, why
yeah, have
not?
a
Or if
vacation, 3 months, 1 year,
yeah,
sure.
if the husband is rich, she has pension. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, why not?
duh, duh.
Give me the
All
money.
right.
Huh?
Give
Give me
me
the
the
money, daddy.
money. What's the movie? What's that movie? Give me the money. The father of the kid should support more, in my opinion.
They are supposed
Yeah,
to. Yes, you are correct.
yes,
They're
yes.
supposed to. But most of the time they don't. Why too?
Yeah.
But
And if you cannot insist it, you get stressed, right?
yeah, I mean, if they
Might
want
as well
to,
just
sure. Thank you. I'm lucky. But if they don't, there's no point of fighting. If you can do it yourself, just do it. Don't wait for him to do it for you.
right, right. I would not be opposed to a Filipina girlfriend. If we were serious, I would discuss her expectation before we decided if we were to live and be together. That's right. Yeah, you
That is a
should.
smart, yeah, that's a smart thing to do. You really have to communicate. If you have expectations and you want your relationship to work, you really have to
To last.
communicate with your partner. You have to set expectation before everything is too late.
Right, right, right. Yeah, divorce is shouldn't be the option, right?
Yeah.
But they are married. It's his responsibility because she in USA. My question for her is, when are your kids coming to USA? Is that fair?
What is my kids coming to the US? They are supposed to follow, but my children are now teenagers, and I think that it would be best for them to study in the Philippines. Education wise, I really believe in the Philippine education system. So I wanted them to have that opportunity to be educated first and equipped before they start moving to places where they want to go. This is an open opportunity for them when we change our citizenships and get our passports. When they want to work in the US, they can live here.
Right.
So, they can start their own. I will not force my children to live somewhere else or to where I wanted to live. They can live wherever they want. But I really wanted for them to go to school in the Philippines until they finish college. They can travel to the US for vacation. We can travel, anywhere we want. If they already have their passports and if they have their visas already, they can come here. But it's not a
Yes.
requirement.
Talking about that citizenship, I think, foreigners, it, like they underestimate themselves that, oh, I don't deserve a Filipina. But little did they know that, their citizen is, their legacy to, if when the Filipino marry them, that's a gift, right? That's the legacy that you're gonna give, pass on, and to her children as well, if the woman is a single mom, right? Yeah,
Correct.
a
And since
legacy.
the American passport is really powerful compared to the
Right.
Philippine passport, I remember when we were still LDR, we were already married, but we are still away from each other. I cannot go to Amsterdam with him. Or, yeah, we tried to apply because I have a Philippine passport. And he was so frustrated because I can't go anywhere. I can't go anywhere. My passport sucks. So it will be a gift. It's a bonus that you will have the same passport as your husband, so that when you travel, it will not be an issue. So I've already been to Canada, thankfully. I still don't have my passport, but I have my green card already. So I was able to travel to
Yes.
Canada, and it was amazing. And I am very thankful for him because he opened the doors of opportunities for me more
Meron namang
than I
babae.
expected.
What do they usually say to Filipina married to American? Meron namang babaeng na iahon
Ahon
sa
sa kahirapan. Yes. Someone must save
and
from poverty.
that's the, the trend here, right? Yeah. Even though the foreigner is not, like rich, but still, he gave a legacy, that the legacy, the
And the
US
opportunity. So, my
opportunity.
advice for
Yes.
Filipinas, take that opportunity. You are already
Right.
in the land of opportunity. So, when you
Right.
come here, well, not all husbands are rich. You are correct. My husband is
Exactly.
not. So, we are when I was in Dubai, when he say I am American poor. Well, American poor is not Filipino poor. Filipino
Filipino
poor
poor.
is poor.
Way so
Yes.
different. I'm
But
feeling it now.
when I got here in America, he was like, "Now you understand what I meant of I am
Oh,
poor."
yes.
Yeah, we
Yes.
struggle to buy stuff or whatever. Like, we have to work. If you're not gonna work, you don't have money here. So I understand that. But
Yes. Yes.
I lost my train of thought. But then again, it is a chance for Filipinas to improve their well-being, to improve
Right.
the way of life, not only for herself, not only for her husband, but also for her family in the Philippines. Since you are already here, why not work, and why not expand, or why not innovate? Go to school.
Right.
If your husband
Right.
can pay for your
Pro-
tuition fee, go
right. Right.
and get a degree or get a certificate. improve yourself and be better. Eventually, you will really get out of poverty.
Yes, yes. That's true. All right, jackpot. All right. Mercury is just curious, being nosy. You are your current husband. The Pinoy father contributes nothing. Why?
No, he provides for his children, not as much, but yeah, I'm still thankful. It's helping. So I couldn't ask for more. I didn't ask him anything. I just said whatever, as long as you are giving, it's fine.
Right. If I marry a woman with kids, it's my responsibility. Otherwise, don't marry them. Marriage is family. What do you think about travel squads?
That is
Oh,
true. You are already a family. My husband will say that those are his kids too. But I am very independent ever since, even with my previous relationship. I work. I am not used to asking money. So I make sure
right.
that I have my own money so that when my children ask for, so I'm not embarrassed to ask from my husband.
Yes, a foreigner, single foreigners that looking for a Filipina, you had to make sure what you want in a woman, right? If you want a single mom, there's a, what do you call that? That's a package deal. It's a package deal. Take it or leave it, but never I don't think that's an option. But if you like to be, safe and just marry a single woman, right? There's lots of Filipina here that is very much single. Yeah.
It depends
And
on the two of you. You have to
right,
communicate. Okay, so if you're willing to give, fine. Okay, who am I to say no?
right.
But if money is tight and you are not really rich, and some Americans, they have children as well before meeting you. So, I mean, you have to understand each other's situation. You just don't jump
Right,
in to
right.
say, yes, okay, if it's you and you think that it is your responsibility to take care of the girlfriend's children, then good for you. She's lucky. But not
Yeah,
all Americans have the same mindset.
right.
So Filipinas should adjust and make sure that they are not just asking money and putting the responsibility to the other person. You have to work together.
Yes, yes. But only those who are still looking,
Yeah.
but if you're attached already, yeah, I hate to tell you, but it's partly your responsibility of all the woman. Why did you choose her, right? You can go out to a relationship, give up that relationship. If you're really not ready, just cut that and don't marry
Mm.
the lady, right? But if you are committed, and yeah, it's
And if you
as you're
can,
right.
if the budget allows, why not? But
Why
if you
not,
think you
right?
can't, then you can. I mean, you really don't have to say no to the person as yet. You can say, well, this is, I earn this much only. So you have X number of children. Can we work
Yes.
together?
Yeah. Yeah. It's just a matter of
Compromise.
communication. It's like we
Yes.
go back to the communication. You guys
Yes.
had to talk about it. If you
Yes.
agree or not, if it's not, had you have to make the woman work. Don't let him stay. Some foreigners are what do you call that? Because of their trust issue, they think their Filipino woman will cheat on them, because they have past relationship uh, that their exes cheat on them. So I think, Filipina also would have to, consider that and make sure to trust, show that Filipina can be trusted, right? Do you know
Correct.
what the ways of did your husband had this past relationship of the cheating thing, cheating world, or no? You didn't have any
Mm,
problems in your marriage to, you know, he might think you'll cheat on him.
no,
No?
that's why I stay at home. I you don't have to worry about me. I'm home, and if you want, I can work with you. I was asking him from time to time, can I apply to your job? And it's like, no.
No. You can't blame them, right? Because of the trust issue. But I think one of the things that you could, make sure that your husband will trust you is to show how how you can be trusted. Like, let's say the Facebook password you had to give, all those, stuff
It's
uh,
not really a
that
requirement. I don't think that
it's
it's
not,
really a
but yeah,
requirement, ate. But yeah, for us, the face recognition is his face. His
yeah,
thumbprint is
see,
also registered on my phone. I know his
yeah,
password, but I always
right,
tell him that I don't open your
transparent.
phone. I don't open your
Only if I
wallet.
doubt you.
I don't open his wallet. I don't open his what do you call this? His phone, because I don't want to open my can of worms. If he is doing something, then it's on him. Wag lang
Right,
siyang
right.
papahuli sa akin.
Don't get
But I will not
caught.
be the
Don't get caught.
one. Yes, I
Don't
will
get
not
caught.
be the one to look for dirt. No, not me.
No.
Yeah.
All right. Not just money is a contribution. I will be usually thankful for someone to do some housework and be there for me when I come home for work and be appreciative. Well, yeah,
Well, that
find a
is
Filipina.
that is a Filipina's job. And well, not just a Filipina, but a wife's job. If you are already working hard, you deserve to be fed. You deserve to be given
Yeah.
a massage. You deserve
Yeah.
kisses. You deserve a clean
Right.
house. So
Yes,
I
yes.
make sure that even if I work full time, I am working from home full time. I make sure that my husband eats. I make sure that my husband is taken care of. I make sure that my husband has someone to talk to, someone to be amused, to be his entertainment. He laughed at me all the time. He bullies me all the time, messes with me all the time. And I am always there to be bullied. Because that is my responsibility as a wife. Doesn't matter if I
Right,
work,
right.
doesn't matter if I'm tired. I'm gonna get up for him.
All right. I am proud. I am married a beautiful Filipina and have the proud declaration. He, so is he her, and he has a job and work for himself. He learned to work hard for what he wants. I am his dad. Ah, the stepdaughter. I think she have a daughter. She said, Papa said, you should bring them to the US. Now, a lot of education credentials from Philippines are not accepted here. Nurse is accepted there. You just had to take the test.
Well, actually, we are already K-12. So, the first batch already graduated, I think, yeah. Or is this the first batch of K-12? But once they graduated in the Philippines and they transferred here, they are already recognized.
Wow. Thank you, Lady Mardy, for the blessing. Hello. Lady Mardy is also a Filipina American couple.
Nice to meet you.
Yes.
Hello.
You stated that incorrect. If an American had a child, they can get USA citizenship, not kids that are not American. If
They
an
can get
American,
American citizenship because they are considered as stepchildren, and they can actually apply together with my application, but we just decided um to do that next time. We just focus on me getting here so that I can work and provide for my children, for our children. But it is you're correct, ate, it's a package deal. when you apply for either a K1 visa, you get the children as well.
You had to
My
write it down, all
application
down.
was a CR1, conditional relative one, because we were married outside the US. But I stayed in Dubai for a year and a half. So they changed my visa to IR1, which is immediate relative. And that is already a green card. And as well, children are also covered with that application if we went
Yes,
with that, but we decided to not to do that yet.
not yet. Because
Not
once
yet.
you become a US citizen, so as your children.
Yes, exactly. If they are 18 years old and below, when I change my citizenship, my children can be citizens already.
Right, right. It's true. Yes. So yeah, that same happened to my kids too. Yeah. My kids got the citizenship right away. All right. Yes. Wait. He understand the way. Don't ever be lazy. Don't accept the easy way. The key to success is having a good dad in your life. That's true. Many because old men try to get a young, impoverished woman that will not look at them in USA. Then don't want them out when they come here due to jealousy. Yeah, there's cases like that.
Yeah, there's cases like that. There's weird cases like that too.
Yes, yes. If a woman really loves you, I don't think and you know you provide the love that she wanted. I don't think she's gonna find another one. I think that's another problem, right?
Yeah.
You have a problem, get another one. You get used to that problem already, right? Let me get this right. You are telling women in poverty to date American men to get out of poverty? I'm sorry, wrong thinking. Comment on this, please. Filipinas, that's wrong.
No, we are not. We are not telling
No.
women in poverty to marry American. There is a saying
Yes,
in the
that's
Philippines,
trending.
when you are
Yeah,
dating an American guy, they will say that, oh, there's
automatically, yeah.
another a Filipina
Filipina,
woman
get
that's
out of the
taken out of
poverty.
poverty. But we do
Right,
not
right.
push, you know, it's it's not a thing. You don't tell Filipino, oh, you just marry an American. It's not an easy way
Right,
out of poverty. It is not.
right. It is not. That's true. All right. Hey, we have another guest in the house, the owner of this channel. Hey,
Hi, Kuya Bill. It's my first time to meet Kuya Bill.
Hello, my friend. It's nice to finally meet you on camera.
Yes, nice to meet you too.
Sorry if my sound kind of sucks. It's I didn't realize my phone wasn't charged, so I had to plug it in.
Oh, no, you're good. Sounds okay.
yeah, you
I,
sound good.
I just in the chat a little bit. We got travel squad there, and I want to explain to them a little bit because um, we are. Mercy is a single was a single mother, so she had a child when I met her. I had children. She had a child. Um, what do we apply for, Merce, for you to come to the U.S.?
CR1,
Okay,
conditional residence.
so we did that visa, and it also um, was for her child. So
Right.
since
CR2.
CR2, yes.
right, so he also came to the U.S. He also um, had the same stuff as his mom, and then eventually I adopted them. His father wasn't in the picture or whatever. Um, but then he became a citizen of the United States. So I just want to make sure, um, we're not getting the wrong info there.
Mm.
We have done it personally. You can't really judge Dee Dee on her choices. She made choices according to what she thought was best for her and her family, from her culture and her situation. And, we don't have to agree. Um, why didn't you let her bring the kids? Again, my wife brought her kids with her. Um, so I don't know where you're getting this mixed up. Um, she brought the kids, so it's up to the Filipina that has the child that that just became the stepchild, whether or not they want to bring him with them. There's a lot of them that do not bring their children with them. Their children are already involved with their grandparents. They're used to living with their grandparents. A lot of them are they were in an OFW situation anyways, so that just continued. They're already settled into that home. They're already settled into that lifestyle. Why uproot the child? Uh, if they're going to finish up their school, they don't want to be away from their friends. There's many different things here that you really have to consider. When my stepson, he was my stepson at that time. I later on adopted him, so he's not my stepson anymore. He's my son. But at the time, he was just little. He wasn't even in school yet, so I didn't have to worry about that. His mother wasn't a long term OFW or anything. He wasn't used to being without his mother. So we brought him. I brought them both over to the U.S. at the same time, and him and his mom both became citizens, and then after that, they both became dual citizens. Is that right, Merce?
Yeah, yes, yes. Automatic, you get the children gets the the citizenship.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
Also, just real quick, you know, we have we Mercy does a live stream once or twice a week where she interviews single ladies, and she's interviewed single ladies that that are in different situations all through the Philippines, right? Where they're some of them have kids, some of them don't, some of them are young, some of them are older. So and everywhere in between, they're all single. They're all looking for someone to marry. They're not looking for a bedmate. And she has a live stream. You can go see these. We have a
Yes.
playlist called Single Ladies. Go check that out. Each one of them are there. You can see which one. Maybe you're interested in one of them. Their contact information is below the video in the description. It's very, very good. Now, as far as I see you commented on the school system. Remember, in America, just like in the Philippines, you got very many different school systems. You got some school systems that barely teach kids how to read, much less, um, how to do many other things. Now, I can send my children to a private school there in the Philippines where they have private teachers and private time and private tutors for very cheap. I can't afford to do that stuff back in America. But in the Philippines, my kids went to private school, and that's that. Are they getting a better education? Well, my kid speaks three languages. He plays piano, guitar. He sings. I mean, you got to. Depends on what you're into. So again, the situation, the town that they live in here, the oh, there's bots.
It got sidetracked.
Yeah, sorry. I
Ching.
see one of those bots in here. Mercury 3, it's good to see you. I finally was able to
Yeah.
comment on one of your videos the other day. I always watch them, but sometimes you don't leave the comments on. So, yeah.
All right. So,
What is the reason for
travel.
leaving her kids behind? Well, I won't speak for her, but she is our cousin. So remember, if her kids are in a situation where she's been at OFW for many years, they were already without her. They were already with maybe grandma. I'm assuming that's. I mean, her mom is so nice, man. The kids probably don't want to leave, right?
Yeah,
So
they're already teenagers, so and we're
right,
not really
They
staying in
have friends. Yeah.
America for
right,
long, so
right,
it's not advisable now to apply for their visa.
right. To pull them out.
Yes, and there are three of them, so it's not cheap.
True.
Yeah, that's it.
Travel Squad said, "How many all single Filipinas past 25 with no kids? This is a quiz. I've been there. Let me on the panel."
Yeah. Well, I
And
wasn't
then
even
I think
supposed to
one
come
of
up this panel, but
yeah,
I did because I know some people were misunderstanding. When we do these panels, remember it's opinions. It's everybody's opinion. She
yes,
has an opinion, her situation, her living
right.
style, what she wants for her family. It's all opinion. I can tell you what we did versus compared to what she's doing. And it's all that. It's all. They have to make that decisions. I know many other Filipinas that did not bring their children to the U.S. because of the situation that they were in, and it was even something that was discussed with my wife before we decided to bring her son, you know, to America. Look at there. Look at Ruthie sneak in. Welcome in. Look at her lighting us up.
Who?
You don't see her in the
Oh,
chat?
Ruthie and Arthur. I'm
Yes.
way past.
Yeah,
It
I know
says,
you need to scroll
"Oh,
up a little
Lady
bit.
Mart." Yeah, I'm sorry because Didi, when we opened that thing, put it up here. We share opinions like, well, do we agree with it or we
Yeah,
don't? Those. A lot of mother leave their children to work abroad. I don't think that's selfish. I
Yeah.
say it's a big sacrifice for family's future and the children. Well said, Lady Marley.
That's true. That's true. It's not easy to
Right.
be apart from family, especially for a
Yeah.
mother to leave her children. It's
Oh man, that's like
difficult. Now my children are
crush your
teenagers.
heart.
Yeah.
right.
So it
Like you
is
got
really
broken
hard.
hearted. Yeah.
Yes, I
I'm
agree.
saying it's different in different perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Totally agree. Right. Scott
Thank
said
you
you have
very
a nice
much,
beard.
Mercury 3. Appreciate you
Well,
lighting us
thank you,
up like that.
Mercury.
We're very thankful.
I love and accept my wife's son. He is now my son. I'm proud to be his dad and teach him. We have a bond. I love him with all my heart. I do
Exactly.
really appreciate, Filipino American make it made it, like in spite of all, they adapted my kids, those kind good stories, like good love stories, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
Yes. I think it was answered already.
yeah.
So you wanted with no kids, school is a better life for kids to live in. Quit playing games. Quit playing games with my heart.
Yeah.
The song pops out.
Franceschi in the house. What's up, Franceschi?
Francesca's here. Hey, Francesca. Rubilicious. Hello, Rubilicious. Thank you for
Delicious.
coming. Yes. I'm not judging. I am well versed in immigration. I have different
Yeah,
thoughts on what was stated.
yeah, exactly. When you've been through it, you kind of know it a little better. It's and it has changed over the years that since
Yes.
we've been through it, but it is
Right.
something that um, we do, that we
Yes. Do you think education system is better in US or Philippines? It's all respect. Don't play games.
yeah, it's the school system is better in the U.S. in most parts, but not in every part. I mean, you got some districts. I mean, I would not send my kid to a public school in Indianapolis where I grew up for nothing. He's going to come out of there. He probably won't even graduate. He might not be able to read or write, or he's not moving on to college. Um, that's just because the school system is so bad. Now, outside of Indianapolis and Avon, like where my kids did go to school and stuff, it's a great school system. It's very good, and I would want my children to be in that school system. But it's a night and day. But in the Philippines, my kids are there right now, my younger kids, and and we can send them to a private school. They're getting private lessons. They're getting
Yeah.
private. Uh, you know,
Right.
it's a whole different situation.
Correct.
Yes.
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah, my
So
son,
people,
one of my sons speaks. How many languages does he know? He at least knows four languages, if not more. It's
Jabez, yeah.
playing the guitar and singing, and he's in a special program that teaches kids, prepares them for college to become engineers. And he's doing stuff in seventh grade that shoot I never did in school. So and I went all the way through.
All right.
So
There's a statement here. Do you guys agree with this one? So you can't afford it. They can speak five languages and will never be respected in American society. You know
yeah.
this. We're not
well,
saying
well,
all, right? It's
well, the
it's
thing is, Travel Squad is just like the Filipina. My wife coming to the Philippines. She came to the Philippines. She adapted. She was not young when she came to the Philippines.
USA.
She, if she can do it, why can't my kids do it?
So are
You
you
see what I'm
saying
saying?
Philippines or US? What do you mean?
Well, when somebody from the Philippines comes to the
Hmm.
U.S., you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
So no matter when it is that they come,
Right.
Philippines is very good at adapting. You know what I'm saying? They adapt in language, they adapt in cultures, they adapt, and that's something that that's why you'll see more Philippine nurses throughout the world
The world.
than
Yeah.
any other kind of nurse. You know what I'm saying? Because they can adapt.
Yeah.
At whatever the age
We
is.
provide nurses. Huh, huh, huh. Yes. Yes.
So
Okay. Wait a minute. Do you think her previous kids will fit into your American society? The question is for the husband. He didn't leave the kids behind.
yeah, yeah. When they come here, say they come here as teenagers, or they come here as young 20s.
I'll
It's
be
it's
right
no
back.
no problem. It's no different from them. Like a Filipina marrying an American and coming over. It's the same thing.
Right.
That's my opinion, anyways. I mean, maybe they won't get along with their schoolmates as well. Maybe they won't be in the some of the same social clubs or something like that. But as far as adapting, I think they'll adapt fine, and you know, I
Well,
don't see a
children adapt
problem.
faster than adults. So, yeah, they will. They will eventually. get used to it. There will be adjustments, so you really have to support your children when you bring the children from the Philippines. You have to support them and make sure that they are taken care of, that they are um what do you call this, that they are heard. If they have something to say, like when they go to school and there's something happened, you have to listen to your children so you can support them when they are adjusting in a new country. It's the same thing when us Filipino wives got here. We are supported by the husband, the American husbands, to make sure that we can survive
Sure.
America.
Yeah. And thank you guys all for being here. Timmy, thank you for coming in. Brett, Franceschi, yeah, appreciate you guys. Ruthie, it's so good to see you. And Mercury 3. Mercury's taking off. Thank you guys for being in here. Hopefully, yeah, I'm on the panel. I snuck up here. This is not a one of her normal live streams, so I snuck into this one because um, this one we got some different questions, and I thought I'd come up. You know, trying to type it wasn't too easy for me. I'm a typo key, so I just come up and say it. Yeah. Up, she's flipping through here. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Um, so Mercy, you want to put up Travel Squad's latest comment there?
This one, I've met several OFW. Or no,
No.
no. Give her kids opportunity to come. She cuts it off. I respect you. I think this one, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, as far as her opportunities and what she felt was best for her kids, I mean, she hasn't been here that long, so you know, she may end up changing her mind. She may think, "Oh, well, I better hurry up and get him there." You know, that is something she'll have to decide. But you know, I respect her for making those hard decisions, whatever they are. You know, it's I didn't grow up as a Filipino. I don't know about um, leaving the kids behind stuff. You know, it was a shock to me when I somebody even suggested it to me and my wife for us to leave her son behind, and it's like, oh, just go for a couple years and then bring him over, that kind of thing. And you know I I believe I came into his life for a reason. He didn't have a father. You know, he had grandparents, but he didn't have a father, so he needed to come ahead and be with me. So
But
um,
that's our opinion, right? That's just
right,
two of us.
that's
Every
it.
couples have different opinions,
Right.
right? So,
So
yeah.
and you got to respect their decision. And she may change her mind one time, but that's up to her to do, her and her husband and their living situation. Maybe she wanted to see what she was getting into before she brought her kids over. Maybe she wants to find out if the grass is greener on the other side. And it's and you don't quite understand the same things that um, why she's saying it the way she's saying it. But remember, you didn't grow up in that situation where it's this was the common thing to do. I mean, I mean, Mercy has so many friends that did that same very much thing, and their kids are still in the Philippines. They've never come to the U.S. or anything like that. That was just their
Yeah, this
decision.
is their choice, yeah.
Yeah, so
Travel Squad, I think Travel Squad wanted to come up.
yeah. Well,
Yep.
I just wanted to come up and explain to them. I know you're not planning on having guests up here, but I was trying to I was trying to type it, and I suck at typing, as you know. So yeah, yeah.
That's okay.
but yeah, just be respectful and in your comments. Remember, everybody is different. Everybody's situation is different, and we're so thankful that she's even in here sharing her
Right,
situation because
right.
there's so many Filipinos that would never come up and never
Never,
talk about
never.
their
I was
situation.
so
And
surprised that she said, "Yeah, sure."
see,
I offered, like, "Would you like to be a guest in a live in YouTube?" "Yeah, sure." I said, "What? What?
I never
Really?"
expected the comments, but I mean,
yeah,
it's you. Well,
uh,
and just to comment on the last one that just popped up, I am not ashamed of the decision I made. It's because our plan is to not live entirely in the US. We are going to live permanently in the Philippines. So, what's the point of bringing the children here when you are, Kuya Bill, you are correct. I can give more to my children there when they are in school because they can have their extracurricular activities, they can have their music lessons, they can have their dancing lessons, they can go in private schools at a portion of a cost of one child studying here in the US. So I have three children all in high school, all in high school. So I mean, one is graduating senior high school and
right,
she is paying for a boarding house in
right,
General Santos. I
right,
cannot do that all here for them.
right,
So I am thinking for the future, and financially I need to make sure that everybody is taken care of, not just one child but all three of them should have
right,
the same benefit that the other one is getting.
right.
So for me to do that, they have to stay there and wait for me and their dad to come home in the Philippines in the next 2 to 3 years.
Yes,
I totally understand. Yep.
right. Go back there and visit soon. See if her kids are happy. I grew up with
Yep.
Filipinos in
But
Hawaii, 8 years.
Oh, travel
why I
squad, my daughter is graduating next year and we are going home.
yeah. Well, I see your kids all the time, and
In
you
the
know,
reunion,
Yeah.
they're they're always
they're the
happy. They're
dancer.
always running around, bouncing around. Come on, dude. You know, it's
Yeah,
they seem pretty happy to me. You know,
yeah. They have their
so
TikTok group of
Yeah, they're always
right.
yeah,
on TikTok.
TikTok. I'm waiting
yeah.
for the invite. Can I come TikTok with you guys? What's up?
I let
Yeah.
them know. I let them know. We're always talking like every
Yeah,
day.
I think
right.
they're shy. They're shy. But
Shy,
we see
shy to
them.
ask.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really opposite,
yeah,
opposite of their mom.
Right.
yeah. I don't
They're,
know who
you're very
gets
nice.
your charm, and like you can speak to 300, 400 people. She had this gift her.
She got a gift to gab, huh? I think
Yeah,
it.
to
I think it
talk.
runs in
Blah
you
blah blah
guys'
blah
family.
blah blah.
I
Yeah,
think it's part
yeah,
of the MSs, huh?
it does.
No, I'm in denial. I
In
don't
denial.
think so. I think he wins, Every argument. Imagine a wife loses arguments.
Oh
Yeah.
no, this is what I tell my friends too. Like when they ask me, do you fight? No. It's really hard to explain my feelings in English. So I'd rather shut up and cry.
Yeah, let
Because
him win. Let
it's
him
really
win.
hard to translate like all these thoughts in your head in
Priority.
Filipino. I
Right,
mean,
right.
and you fight with an American guy and you're like,
Right,
okay,
right.
never mind.
We're not trained to cuss too, right? They're very sarcastic. I think that's yeah, it's natural
Yeah.
for them. It takes
Very
us for a
straight,
while
very
to
straightforward.
understand. Yeah.
Very straight.
Yeah.
At first, that was, I think, when you asked me how did I adjust, I think that's number one because they're very straightforward. And when they say no, it's no. Or when they say, I don't like it or what you're doing, it's like, it scares me to
Right,
hear someone telling you straight to your face, no.
right.
Like, ah. Break it to me
Right.
gently sometime.
Yeah. You be singing, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
And
me and my wife used to fight when she first came over. You know, it was
Mm.
she had been a single lady for many, many years, and she ran her
yeah,
own
I get to
show.
decide everything. Yeah.
And then when she came and started, we lived together, and she was still making all the decisions without asking me. You know, that kind of stuff
True.
led to some fights. You know, when she
Yeah.
decided to cook dry fish in the middle of winter in the kitchen. I mean, we're gonna fight about that stuff, you know, and so, but over time we got used to each other, and you know, I mean, it's so rare that we have
Compromise. Yeah.
anything right now, but uh, and we've been stuck in the house together for 2 years together.
Yeah.
You know, so
So
Yeah.
you're saying
You
you're
know,
used to the smell of dried fishes now?
no,
He's like
uh,
saying,
if we're in America, she's not allowed to cook that in the house. So
FYI, winter, imagine winter, I'm cooking dry fish. And the trauma for me to be blah, 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 talk every day for
she
two
had to
weeks. Like,
she had to hear about it.
yeah,
If I could smell it still, she was hearing about it. So
yeah,
you don't
yeah.
want to do that no
So
more.
never again, never cook dry fish in
I
winter.
just did that the other day. I was just, Papa, open the window.
That stuff will get in your curtains and suck into
Yeah.
the wall and the furniture. We were running around the house with free Febreze and like spraying everything. Like, ah, goodness.
I know. That's funny. Yeah, I would mess with him like that. Like, and I would like leave leftover dried fish, and it's
Um,
like, aren't you gonna eat your stinky fish?
right.
I don't think I don't think any American man would leave their kids to live in a foreign country. We bring them. This ain't a debate. Well, it's situational. We had
Well,
different situations.
right. I know other Americans that have stepkids that have left them, and you know, depending on what the wife, uh, her wishes are, you know, as far as myself, you know, it's hard for me right now to left my kids, and I'm only on like vacation over here in Hawaii right now. You know, it's I haven't been gone that long, so you know, it's hard for me to be without my wife and kids. But I already know they're there. They're in school. They got stuff to do. I'll be back soon, no problem. So
Straightforward is better rather than not telling you they don't like it and
yeah,
start cheating you. There you
right.
go. Yes, yes. The communication problems really plays a big role in marriage, right?
Yes.
If you don't communicate and then just give the paper to your husband, here's the divorce paper, signed it. You
Yep.
don't want me to cook dry fish. I
I
have reason
divorced you.
now, huh? I have
No more
reason
dried
now.
fishes.
Because of the
She.
dry fish, I have excuse to divorce somebody. Nah.
No, it's for better or for worse, for smelling
Right.
good or not.
Stinky.
Dried fishes or no dried fishes. You're stuck with
Marissa,
Right, right.
me.
I'm gonna drop down. You ladies have a great conversation.
Thank
So
you,
much.
Kuya
Right.
Bill. Nice
It's nice to
meeting you
see you.
again.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
I think Bill's your lawyer or something.
No, I just,
Or
you know,
translate it. Translation,
after
right?
living there for so many years, I kind of, you know, I know the culture a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Right, right, right.
All
Yeah.
Thank you, Kuya.
right, no problem. Bye, everyone. Thank you for letting me up on your show.
Sabi ba? Yes. Yeah. Here in the Philippines, uh, there's not a lot of opportunities that we could, save money. The cost of living here is not, like if American or foreigners comes here, they have money already to spend. But us, we come from zero money. And yeah, and Filipinas tend to go out of the country and leave their children just because of, you know, the
Most
money
Filipinos,
problem.
they get out of the country to work.
Right, right, right.
So when you go to
It's
work, you
not
can't bring your
easy,
kids
right?
with you. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
sacrifice. It's not
it's a
that we don't
sacrifice.
want to bring our
Yeah,
children where we are. We have to leave them so that we can survive
yes,
and we can provide for them, because we know that our situation here, we will not be able to provide for the kids
yeah.
yet.
We can't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it
I
it,
just
it
started, just
hurts.
got here. So
Right. It hurts for a mom to, like if your kids wanted something and you can't give it to her
exactly,
just
exactly.
because I don't have money, right? I don't have money. Like it, yeah, it tears you apart. Like it's so
Yeah, breaks
hard,
your
right?
heart really, Ate. That is
Yeah.
one of the sacrifices that I had, is to leave my children, all three of them, because I had to. I had to.
Right.
Yeah, I may not be able,
Somebody
if
has
I
to.
stayed in the Philippines before I went to Dubai. If I stayed there, I will not be able to send my children to a private school and study, because the first two is just a year gap. So one is like next to the other, and then I have a little boy. But I have to make a decision so that in the future my children will benefit from whatever I did. It's not for
Right, right.
me, it's for them.
If I think, it's in the future, if Philippines had this, the industrial will, prosper, and we get to have an option to live here and work here and provide for our family, that will be the time, that Filipinas would stop going out, right? But
Correct.
right
And
now we still had to, do that sacrifice. I
true.
know and I understand foreigners like Americans cannot, it's really hard for foreigners to do that, to be separated from the family. The bond is so, attached.
Well, it's
But
kind of like their military
right,
people. They leave their families. They go
right,
and get um, assigned to a different country. It's the same kind of feeling that when we are separated from our children, it's no fun at all. It is really
right,
difficult to leave your children.
right. It's this, and a sacrifice to be made, right? Like
Exactly, exactly.
we cannot starve together. Somebody has to cook, and I mean, somebody
Yeah.
has to provide for the family,
Yes, yes.
right?
So it's a choice
There's
between I can stay with my children and we'll all be hungry and poor, or I leave them for this certain time so that I will be able to provide for them. At least they will be able to acquire and to get those things that I wasn't able to experience.
right,
Right?
right,
That's a
right.
sacrifice for me, and I am not ashamed of it.
Yes, yes. Stuff that you needed to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're willing to, get the sacrifices or any consequences that, that's how we do, right? Our choices. We had to stand to it. Yes. Dubai is expensive. You went there for you, not for them. That's all I'm saying. Don't leave your kids. But I think
I worked in
still travel,
Dubai. So I worked in Dubai actually.
right?
It is expensive. So
The cost of
for
living is very
Filipinas, no,
high,
it's
right? But the thing there is when you go there, you don't rent an apartment just for you. It's like there's 20 Filipinas there,
yes,
right?
yes, a small flat. When
Just
my
to
husband
save
went
money,
there, he told me, "Why are you living inside the closet? Because this is all I can afford. But I have to because, well, if I don't, where am I gonna sleep?"
right? That's true.
OFW
Yes.
struggles.
Yes, right. As an OFW working for 9 years here in other country, and as a single mom, it's hard but sacrifice. It's a negative word, yet it brings positive reason to fulfill my son's need. That's true, yeah. It's like for the future, right?
Yes.
They go to Dubai to work and they may have work that does not pay that well
True.
to own a home. They might be domestic worker that live in the house of their bosses, so they cannot.
Some of them,
Yes.
yes, yes.
Yes. It's not the same in the military. Your family comes with you. I personally think you're selfish. Okay, it's your opinion, travel. It's just, we all have different opinions, right? Are you looking for your husband?
Oh, he's about to go to work. That's why I'm checking up on him.
Yes.
Baba,
Same.
come here for a bit.
You have military point view. Judge provides for your family as well.
Come here, Baba. I'll introduce you to my cousin just 1 minute before you go.
Just say hi. That's all.
He's getting ready to. He works
Right.
11. Yeah.
That's good. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Hello.
This is Brandon, you guys, and that is my Ate Mercy.
Nice to meet you, Brandon.
There you go. Yeah, it's off to work. You heard
Yes,
the.
we are live in YouTube, Brandon. So don't no.
Sabi ko ba?
Yeah. Are you sure it's okay, or we'll end this live? Uh, it's okay. All right.
Yes,
All
ate.
right. Yes, that's the thing. We all have different culture, and our culture might be, not good on your opinion, but that's how it is. I hope you come here and live, and how our life here might open your mind why we do things we do. Yeah, not according to what the culture, your culture you lived up. Yes. Wow, we've been here for 2 hours. It's 2 hours and we still have 13 viewers in the house. That's cool.
Yeah.
I think I would invite you for a part two. I was thinking, part two. We're going to talk another topic.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed our talk today. I mean, we all have different. I hope your high blood pressure, please lower it down, calm down. It's just a talk.
Yeah.
Yes. And it's all our opinion. We all have different opinions. Our opinions might, you don't agree with it, but that's how it is, right?
Yeah. What is good for me may
Yes.
not be good for you. But
Right,
yeah,
right.
do your thing and,
Right,
just be
right.
happy. If it makes you happy,
Yes.
go for it.
Go for it. Don't look on other people's
And don't
happiness,
let me stop you. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever makes you happy.
Go with what you want makes you happy, Don't, because if you look on other people's thoughts, or what they said, you'll never be happy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes, yes. I Wait, Kevin, I you live in Philo shoes. I'm Philo. I don't think she's all right. They're talking about, each other's opinion in the comment section. It's kind of like a little bit of pressure there.
It means your
American
topic is
versus
very
American.
effective. You got them talking.
Right, right. They're like their brain cells functioning like, ooh, like What the hell is this? It's crazy. Just as when we go to their place, right, to their country, there's crazy people. There's lots of pretender. You had same as here, right? You know, you're gonna you had to really find good people to be friends with,
Yeah.
because it's really hard to find good people in my country or any countries, right?
Yes.
Yes.
That's true.
All right. Hey, Didi, I think we're going to have a part two, because this is kind of like interesting. Makes
Yeah.
their blood flow, their brain cells
You're working
function
them up,
so
Ate.
good.
You're working them up.
Yeah, yeah. Like, oh, this is not fair. I mean, like nothing's fair. Yeah, there's no perfection in this world, right?
Oh
We
yeah.
all have different experience in life. We all have different opinions,
I
and
mean, just look at your
yeah,
fingers. There's all fingers not the
right.
same. Some are
Yeah,
short, some are tall.
right, right, right. Yeah. Or my choice is different from her choice,
Yeah,
right? Yeah. We live up on our consequence too. Whatever consequence will that in front of
exactly.
us, we're gonna get through it. You know,
Exactly.
just like OFW, all the Filipino, a single mom, uh, go out to their countries, and you guys say, oh, I don't think that's a good idea because you live in another country. Come on and try it here.
Mm.
Live here. I'm going back to America pretty soon now. Please don't. Yeah. I do really enjoy. Can you see the comment section, Didi?
I don't think I can, but
Don't
it
click
does. It does
anything
pop
on the
up on
home.
my screen. It does pop up, so I
But
see them
but
one
that's
at a
on
time.
that's the only time when I click it. But there's lots of opinions here
Oh, is it? No,
on
I
that.
can't
Yeah.
see it. I Oh, there it is. Oh, I don't. I don't. You have to teach me how to do this stuff.
Well, we're gonna have part two then.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, really interesting. We are in a different countries, different. We grow up in a different environment. Our way of thoughts is so different. Like my thought is right, is not on your ends, right?
Yeah.
So they're talking.
Oh, we are
Did you see it?
trending.
Yeah.
You're amazing, Ate. Amazing.
No, you are. You're the guest here. If I'm the only ones talking here, but say, uh-oh, I I don't think there's lots of people will be having this, argument. This is like, if just me, they'll be like, what is she doing there? Just silent stream. Hello, Jack Kitchen. Yes, welcome, welcome everyone. Did you see last? Yes. Yeah, we've been here for like more than 2 hours, and it's like the first time, not in a long. Yeah,
Well, yeah. It's
usually we
also
had
our
it
first
on
time to
our
talk in person. So it's really exciting.
right,
It's not like
right.
just, the question and answer, but it's also our sort of bonding
That's
already.
interesting, right? It's really interesting. They in the comment section they have different opinions.
Oh yeah, I understand. I am not as shallow that I will get hurt. Some people might think that I think one of my friend told me that, oh, you just wanted to escape. No, because the number one people who are benefiting from me being here are the three children that I left in the Philippines. They get
Yeah,
whatever they want. Mama says never says no to the children.
yeah. Travel Squad says, have me on next time. I'm not there to bash. I love all my Pinoy family. You have your opinion, travel. We
Of course.
understand.
Yeah.
It's we appreciate you making comments and share your opinions to us. Yeah. Maybe next time if we're gonna have part two, part three, we will do that. I haven't seen a live stream for you in a while. The algorithm must have shadow banned me. Yeah. Didi, I usually interview single Filipinas. No, I'm helping
Oh,
out. Yeah, I'm helping out foreigners to, lots of scammers in the Philippines. We don't deny that, but getting to know here in YouTube a live stream, a one-on-one questions from, people in the comment section they could ask to get to know this beautiful Filipina. So I
that's
have this
nice.
series. Yeah. I have this series. One of the thing if she's a scammer, she's afraid to come up in the panel and say, hey, right? One
Right,
of
right.
So if you're not
So is that like
afraid,
just one Filipino or multiple
yeah,
Filipinas?
no, just one Filipina. It's her
Oh,
show, and we're going to, there's a lot of foreigners, foreigner couple, yeah, Filipino American couple, had questions too. They ask the single Filipina, what if this? What if he's ugly? What if that? What those kind of questions
at least
depend
you
on the
they're
couple.
giving, ideas on what
Yes, they're helping
women from.
out, right? They're helping out other foreigners that could watch the the live streams to get to know more about this Filipina.
Yeah.
So this week we didn't have any. But on Saturday, we have one on Saturday. It's hard to find a good Filipina, and I can feel them now that it's really hard to find one.
It is. I mean,
Yeah,
not
first
all
so
Filipinas are the same too. I can tell you that. Not all Filipinas are like me or you. So,
right.
you have to understand individualism. Each individual has their own personality. So don't say that it's because she's a Filipina, she's probably like Mercy or like Didi. No, each and every one of us have different personalities. We all have our different levels of crazy as well in the Philippines.
Right.
So trust
Right.
me.
Yeah. We have different stories. All the
Different backgrounds.
All Filipinas that I interview have different good stories. Some Filipinas come and visit and say hi and supported the live streams.
Very
All
nice.
right, yeah, and it's really nice because that's it's this is free. This is not a dating site. It's just if you like this lady, come there's an information in the description box. Say hi to her, like
Oh,
that.
that's
Yeah,
cool.
that's one of the one way that you. Wow. So travel squad, calm down. We all have different opinions, right? Your right might be our wrong, or our right
Mhm.
will be your wrong. So yeah, we understand your opinions. All right. We still have 14 people in the house. Can you believe that?
That's
Eh,
amazing.
And my husband's like, hey, wrap this up. Go have a part two.
We should.
Yeah, I think so too. Pay for play. I'm, all right. Okay, everyone, we're gonna wrap this up. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you for
you.
yes. Uh, All right. Thank you, Didi. Part two. All right. Part two. Promise.
It's a deal.
Pinky
It's a
swear.
deal. Pinky swear ate.
Yes. All right. Thank you. I really did enjoy. You know what? Uh, we had to really wrap this up because I think we're gonna end 5 hours stream.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll let them
Yeah.
come to our lives to the live stream again next week.
Yes,
All
yes.
right. Okay, bye. Say bye to everybody. Bye. Thank
Bye, guys.
you.
Thank you
15
so
people.
much. All the
Yeah.
love from Kansas
Bye.
to wherever you guys are. Stay safe.